Friday on Fox, a Pac-12 champion will be crowned as number 17 Utah battles number 16 Washington. Then on Saturday, number 10 Ohio State looks to ride their big win over Michigan to a Big Ten championship when they face number 19 Northwestern. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern Friday and Saturday on Fox and the Fox Sports app. And speaking of Ohio State, Michigan, the Buckeyes blew out the Wolverines 62-39 on Saturday. Michigan came into the game with the highest rated defense in the country, but they gave up 6 touchdown passes to Dwayne Haskins and over 550 total yards. Jim Harbaugh is now 0-4 against Ohio State since he has been at Michigan as the coach. Shannon, how much is Harbaugh?
Gotta wear it. Wear them khaki pants. Wear it. It's him.
All him.
Yeah, you try to. This is a Michigan team. This Michigan team. Did you know that in the preseason, Ohio State was favored by 21? There's a reason why Vegas is in business, Jenny.
Oh,
they
don't
favored
by 9. By 9. You're going off my tweet.
Yeah,
in the first half.
yeah.
They're playing like they were 21-point preseason.
They should have been favored by 40.
Okay. Thank you for following my
Think about this.
I appreciate
I keep telling you, people I don't know why.
No, you follow.
I don't follow you.
You got some burner account.
No, I got no burner account.
No, you do.
Skip, look. I've always felt Michigan was overrated. And I kept telling you that Coach Harbaugh's style is not conducive to get to and win a national championship. You have to evolve. And you've seen the evolution with Coach Saban. Coach Saban was a run the ball, 3 yards in cloud of dust, I'm going to play defense. But something transpired, Skip. You know, ball, 3 yards in cloud of dust, I'm going to play defense. But something transpired, Skip. You know, even Coach Saban fought against it. These hurry-up offense, they're going to get guys hurt, and this is not football. But he said, you know what? Times are changing. Even Coach K, another guy, Skip, I don't want no one and done. They mess up your program. Coach, what does Coach Saban do now? He exclusively, I want one and done. Because that's the way, hey, if everybody's doing it, I might as well join the train. Even Coach Saban said, you know what, I'm going to spread this ball around. I told you Shea Patterson wasn't very good. I tried to tell you that.
Is it my turn?
No, I told you it's my turn. Let me have can I have a moment? You dressed over there in the maize and blue. You ought to be ashamed of yourself after what happened to the number 4 ranked team in the country.
How many cases of did they win for me this year?
They won
2.
2.
Because I lost 1 on Saturday, but I won 3 for the season. Because you said they're going to lose 5 games.
That's okay. But this felt like
that's okay.
This felt like 5. Skip,
it didn't. I still won 2 cases.
But guess what?
Thank you.
Guess what? They're going to go on a nice trip this offseason. I heard they're going on a safari. Yeah. They're going to South Africa. They'll probably go see the lions and the giraffes and Cape Buffalo. They'll probably go get an opportunity to look at the Big 5. You know, if you go to Africa, you got to see the Big 5. But guess where they won't be going, Skip?
Tell me what's my turn.
They won't be going to Indy. You know what happens in Indy? Where you going? Oh, you're going to Indy.
I'm going to Indy.
The Big Ten championship.
Yeah.
When is he going to go to that? He got to wear it. Your guy, khaki pants, and you had the nerve to sit over there talking about he's better than St. Nick. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Who's a better pro football player?
I don't know. This ain't pro.
It's not?
This ain't pro. No. Nope. College.
Who put Colin Kaepernick on the map? Who gave Colin Kaepernick a shot? Who replaced Alex Smith with Colin Kaepernick? Jim Harbaugh, who went to 3 straight NFC championship games and included a Super Bowl in which he should have won, except for a controversial call at the end. Help me out.
Michigan.
That's why he's better.
We're talking about Coach old khaki pants.
Are you ready? My turn?
Like to hear what you thought, Skip.
I am about to unleash because I saw a really different game, and I'm not sure Shannon Sharp knows all that much about Michigan, and I don't blame him for this because there's no way he followed Michigan. But for much of this football season, Michigan had the best pass rush in all of college football. This team lived and it died off its pass rush. And I told you last week, if Chase Winovich can't go, or if he tries to go and he's a shell of himself, I got no shot in this game. Because the former #1 pick in America, Rashawn Gary, has shut it down. He had some kind of shoulder injury and missed 3 games, and then he tried to play a little bit against Indiana, and he did go out there on the football field on Saturday.
That's all he did?
Yeah, and that's all he did in uniform only. He just sort of used his uniform to go out there and just sat there in his stance because here's the most staggering stat of the whole college football season. Michigan on Saturday at Columbus, Ohio, had 0 sacks, and even more mind-boggling, 0 quarterback pressures. 0 sacks, 0 pressures. They didn't lay a hand on Dwayne Haskins the whole day. They didn't even hurry him the whole day. he had time to eat a second Thanksgiving dinner while he was looking for another receiver, right? Okay, so if you told me that on Friday, I would have said, I got no chance. And when I watched what happened in the first half, I tweeted at halftime that Ohio State is going to score 60 points, and they got to 62. And the only man that I blame for this is not Jim Harbaugh. It's Don Brown, the defensive coordinator, who is regarded as the best defensive coordinator in all of college football.
That wasn't true.
Okay, well, that's what he's regarded as. And he's had a top 5 in yards allowed and in scoring, or not in scoring, but in yards allowed for 4 straight years. And they went into the game having allowed the fewest yards, not points, because they were 13th in points allowed. And I told you the last 2 weeks, they were shaky. So, again, Chase Winovich went out there. He was dead in the water. He had no burst off the edge. He is their energizer. He is their fire starter. They all feed off his energy. They feed off a guy and Rashawn Gary, who's supposed to be a top 5 pick, but every time I look at Mel Kiper or Todd McShay, he falls and he falls and he falls because, I don't know, I think he went Nick Bosa. I think he just decided, I'm going to pretty much shut it down and protect myself from injury the rest of the way. Who was their second best pass rusher most of the year? Jenny will know. It was Josh Uche. Suddenly, they don't announce their injuries. He didn't even play on Saturday. And I'm thinking, where's Uche? Oh, he's not listed. He's not. He didn't even suit up for the game. Then early in the game, they cart off David Long, who is their best quarterback. Well, now you got big problems.
Yep.
And then early in the third quarter, they cart off Devin Bush, who is their best blitzer by far and probably their best defensive player.
They could have had Reggie Bush.
Okay?
They could have had Reggie Bush.
So look at what you've lost from the defense. But my problem with Don Brown is you have to try to blitz him. If you can't, if Winovich is going nowhere fast and Rashawn Gary's just sitting in stance the whole game, somebody has to fly in, send the corner, send somebody. They didn't blitz to my eye one time, and you are going to get annihilated, and they did. So I had only one problem with Jim Harbaugh. By the way, he doesn't coach the defense at all. He lets Don Brown do it all.
It don't look like they did much offensively either.
Okay? If you had told me going into the game that Shea Patterson wouldn't be able to play the fourth quarter and Michigan would go for 400 yards and 39 points, I'd say, thank you, God, I got this. Are you kidding me? They scored 39 points, and
Maryland put up 54.
Okay, but
it has 600 yards.
But that's enough. That's enough to win this game with that defense.
If you don't mind me asking, Skip Bayless, if you score 54 and get to 600 yards, when is 400 yards and 39 points going to be enough?
So I had one problem with Jim Harbaugh. When they tied the score late in the first half, it should have been tied.
Yes.
It should, right?
They went for 2.
They went for 2 to tie it. It was going to be 21-20. Why would you do that? Because you're going to kill your momentum if you miss, because it felt so good. It felt like, oh, they're right in this game, right? At that point, you were sweating bullets wherever you were watching this game.
I told you, Irvin Adam. When I had to go to the grocery store, I went to Target.
Oh, okay.
You know Target.
Oh, yeah, I know
I love Target.
Yeah, I went to Target, got me a big old box of ties, washed my khaki, and folded them up. Because guess what, Skip? Guess where them khaki pants won't be? Patrolling the sidelines in the Alabama Invitational, also known as the college football playoff.
So I thought Shea Patterson in the 3 quarters he played really well.
Really?
That's about who he is. I told you he's not a pro quarterback, but he's the best quarterback Jim Harbaugh has ever had in his time at Michigan.
Okay.
So again, 39 points, that'll work. And again, he didn't even play the fourth quarter. But if you're not going to blitz and you're going to sit back and let little David Olave just run wild on you, he's a true freshman who had caught 5 balls the whole year. And to Urban's credit, he unleashed David Olave in this game. And he's running those crossing routes, and he gets it, and he can just fly.
Look at dude chasing. Like Rerun. You see what's happening? When Rerun was chasing that truck, he was like, I go out to get it. That's a shame, Skip Bayless. You're the number 4 team in the country, and you give up 62 when you talk about you're the number 1 team in yards allowed. All that huffing and puffing. What about the revenge tour? That last date got canceled.
So once again, Chase Winovich is hurt and tried to play and couldn't, and Rashawn Gary shut it down. Devin Bush out, David Long gone, Josh Uche gone. If you tell me all 5 of those aren't going to show, if you tell me they're going to get 0 sacks and 0 pressures, it's going to be a rout.
Coach Saban doesn't make those excuses.
I mean, the only problem I had with Harbaugh is at halftime, I'm going to my coordinator as much as he respects him, and I'm saying, I'm sorry, we just got a sell-out blitz. We got no shot, although it was only 24-19 at half, so it was still a ball game.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I need pressure on the quarterback however you can get it. let's risk some big plays because you're going to give up big plays anyway. And they got run off the carpet, man. They got run out of the building where they have 200.
And you wanted to see khaki pants against Bama.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted?
Well, if you give me all these players healthy and rolling, man, I got a shot.
Let me ask you a question.
I got a shot.
Let me ask you a question.
By the way, I told you what their formula was. Who won time of possession? It was 35-25 Michigan because they ran the ball great. They had 161 rush yards. How about first downs? 28-28. But if you're going to give up one big play after another, it wasn't like Dwayne Haskins completed 30 passes. He only completed 19. But every one of them was for like at least 20 yards.
Let me ask you a question. Who do you think have better receivers, Alabama or Ohio State?
Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I mean, that's the best core in the country.
And you think St. Nick or you think khaki pants would go